Today we are here with the award-winning MC Barber.
Hey, this is MC Barber. Today I have a pompadour with a beard. This is interesting haircut. This haircut is really unique the way I did it because it's not my usual way. The reason I did it like that is because we find ourselves very often in these type of situations where it's a first-time client. This gentleman is actually a first-time client, and he drove about 2 hours to get a haircut from me. So we couldn't quite understand each other on a consultation what professional haircut was. He wasn't sure. He said professional, but he was showing me a short picture. So I had to kind of take it step by step here. So I make sure that I don't cut the hair too short, and I obviously do not disappoint my client, especially that he had to drive so far just to get a haircut. So that's the reason I am starting with number 6 here, or 3/4 of an inch, and I'm going to go step by step until we find the right length. Even though he showed me the picture that was quite a lot shorter than this, but just in the case we understand each other. Sometimes clients will show you a picture, but really that's not what they want. So that is the reason I am doing 6 here, while I will end up with a lot shorter on the sides, and you will say, well, why did he go through all these steps when he could have just gone to it straight? So now my second step is here to create a line. He wants to have a hard part. The reason I do that so early in a haircut is just that my line stays there. Since that's going to be almost like undercut on that side, the hair from there will go long and on this side short. So I just want to make sure that it stays there, that it doesn't get mixed up, that doesn't get uneven. And now, after I did my first step with number 6, removing much of the bulk, I'm going to start kind of removing the weight that was left, the weight line that was left all around with the razor. And I'm not going to really blend it yet 100%. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I want to remove a lot more weight while keeping still the length, and see where we are at that point. The haircuts that I did this week for you, they are all like that. It's your average haircut in the barber shop. They are really not planned or follow certain method of cutting. It's just the way you do a haircut every day, because you can't really plan every haircut. You cannot follow the rules at all times. So that's what I'm doing here. That's why I decided to do these haircuts for you, so that you say, well, is this how it's really done every day? Although I do try myself to follow my cutting really by the book. So here, as you can see, I'm just removing the way. What this does, it really removes some of that way, but it kind of keeps the length. I'm not really removing the length much. So now I'm going to cut the top, starting from the crown, and I'm going to work myself forward. I'm taking a quarter of an inch sections. I'm trying to be very neat here. Follow my guide. This is one thing that in general I like to do, is start always from the crown, as that allows me to over direct here when I need to. It is a lot easier to kind of keep it even. Soon I will have my whole system, MC Barber system, that will be composed of 4 different categories: scissors, clippers, straight edge razor, and blow drying and styling. Each category has about 10 different techniques or so. It will be available, I hope, by the end of January on my website. so you can actually learn all the techniques that I do. And this will be more like a class where you can actually follow step by step and learn how to do different techniques, whether it's a scissor over comb, clipper over comb, fanning with clippers, razor over comb, blow drying and styling, which is extremely important and not that easy to do. So that will be available, I hope, by the end of January, and you will be able to go to my website mcbarber.com and download it and watch it. So now that I'm done with the top, I'm connecting the top with the sides. So obviously my client wanted it shorter, and now I'm using 1.5, but I'm gonna kind of blend it into the top. As you can see, I'm gonna more taper it. I'm here doing like a freehanding with 1.5. Doing a freehanding with clippers really saves you a lot of time, and there is a trick to it. As you can see, how I hold my clippers, uh, how the teeth of my clipper blade are kind of pointing straight, almost at the head of my client. They are not, at your natural position, going straight up. What that does it's like what I call freehand fanning. It doesn't really. It almost cuts uh, like like blending shears or blending scissors. It kind of you know re, removes some hair, but kind of fades it or tape or blends it. I'm not exactly sure how to properly explain it, but it's something when you try you will see. It's called fanning, and it kind of blends the hair while it's cutting it. And now here's just a clean on the sides. First, I'm gonna start on my fade taper with 0. My my edges are 0 gap here. I'm using my blending clippers. I start with the open blade, and then I'll go close my blade and kind of remove that line between 0 and half. And here I'm using 1/16 of an inch to blend into 1.5. Obviously, for this you gotta use freehanding, so you can kind of blend with 1/16 to straight to 1.5 and kind of skip the 1. So over the years I kind of learned how to train myself how to do a lot of freehanding. It really cuts down on time, and you still get the same quality of the blend. Here on the sides, I'm not going to go all the way down to 0. I'm going to actually start with 1/16, 1/16 of an inch, and I'm going to blend to 1.5. So I want to keep it slightly longer on the sides and the sideburns area than in the nape area. Here I'm going to use 1. Yeah, I'm going to work on my client's beard. First thing I do when I do beard, I comb it out. straight out so I can know. I kind of have a vision. I kind of create a vision of what I want to create. So I comb the hair out. Once the hair is all combed out, I look and then I decide what type of shape I want to create. Obviously, I'm going to create more of a square shape. I like using scissors instead of clippers or edges on the beard because it really it simply comes out better than using clippers. So depends what type of barber you are. Some barbers are barbers that like to look in the mirror. Others just, look right at the client. I kind of do both. I have mirrors set up behind me and in front of me. So I like to look back in the mirror and see how it looks, if the shape is right. Sometimes to see a right shape, you have to kind of step back and look at it, or look into the mirror and you'll see if the shape is right. Shaping up beards is actually an art. It takes time to, you gotta take time and do it right, but it's not something you can just do. Really takes a lot of practice to shape out the beard right. I mean, just like a hairstyle. Alright, so to get back to my haircut here, I'm gonna do now scissor over comb to connect the sides with the top. Scissor over comb is definitely one of the most challenging techniques to master. Uh, First, you got to learn how to properly hold scissors, how to properly open and close them. Once you learn that, then you got to simply work on your scissor over comb. The problem is a lot of people don't know how to properly hold scissors. And you'll be surprised that even some educators are not properly holding scissors. They are not properly opening and closing scissors. And one might think, well, come on, what is there to learn? I mean, everybody knows how to hold scissors and open and close them. What's the science behind that? Well, you'll be actually surprised that there is science behind it. And when my videos are ready, where I really talk about it in details, how to hold scissors and how to open and close them, you'll see the difference. And this actually could be whether you holding your scissors properly and opening them and closing them properly could be the determining factor of your health of your hand, whether you're going to get carpal tunnel or not. It makes huge difference if you are properly holding your scissors. If you are not properly holding your scissors, there are certain scissor techniques that you cannot even execute. So it definitely makes huge difference on how to properly hold your scissors. It's just like a foundation. I mean, if you don't have a good foundation, it doesn't matter what type of structure you have on top of it. It's going to collapse. So you have to have a strong foundation, and then you build on it, and you can create anything you want on top of a great foundation. So once you have a great foundation with your scissors, then you can go and execute any technique that you like without any difficulties. And here's just a shape up his beard with a straight edge razor. Make it nice and clean. Now, my viewers have been asking me a lot about the razors I use. Really, these razors, the white razor that I use there, that or green razor, I love those razors. However, you can't find them here yet. I get them from Bosnia or Turkey. They are actually Turkish razors. Uh, you can, I think, get them online, but I'm trying to start importing them myself and selling them on my website because I really think that's a great razor. As for the red razor, that's another razor that is very difficult to find on the market here. It is a German razor. It's made by Tondale. It really is a great razor, and that's another razor I'm trying to import and have it on my website so the clients can actually, my viewers, my viewers can actually just get it from me if they like to. It is actually a very good razor. It's a classic razor that is that's been around for a long time. So here it is. We have a really nice, almost kind of like a pushback pompadour with 1.5 on the side, tapered back, trimmed beard. It took a little bit longer than it usually takes for my haircuts, but it's when you are not sure what your clients wants, this is what it goes down. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, mcbarber.com.